It's annoying, but it's a bop, and it cannot go on any longer. Hang it up, flat screen. I would have dragged you regardless. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing Meg Thee Stallion and how you guys refuse to just leave this poor woman alone. I honestly feel so bad for Meg Thee Stallion. Besides being a stan, besides being a fan, besides thinking she's one of the most talented women on this earth, I genuinely feel so bad for her. This year should have been a great year for Meg Thee Stallion, but this entire year has been filled with nothing but mess. Let's start at the beginning, where basically at the end of last year, beginning of this year, she got all of this flack and all of this hate because she called out her record label. She was in a bad record deal. They were stealing money from her. So starting off with that and how everyone was going around calling her broke, everyone was blaming her for having a bad deal, everyone was blaming her for basically just not knowing what a lot of people don't know. She got blamed for being in a bad record deal instead of blaming the people who would prey on her by putting her into such a record deal. I point that out to show how there's just this long track of people blaming Meg Thee Stallion for things that she should not be to blame for. I think there's a few reasons why I think Meg Thee Stallion gets more hate than the average person who enters the game hits. Number one, Meg Thee Stallion is a visibly black woman, and that is rare in the music industry. It is rare to have a brown skin, and as far as like the industry goes, Meg Thee Stallion is actually on the darker side because we don't have any women who are really dark in media. They just don't exist in media, and I think that is 100% why she gets all this hate. She's a visibly black woman, and very quickly Meg Thee Stallion got a lot of praise, and she got a lot of praise from black women. And like I said in videos before, anytime black women like something, people come out of the woodworks to tear down black women. And I also want to make it clear that all women I don't want to march with. I do not want to march with all women because I would love to get on here and make this a men thing. Men been doing this, but it's not lost on me that there's women on social media who be the loudest about their disdain for Meg Thee Stallion. They be the loudest about how Meg Thee Stallion is lying about this and doing this. All women ain't worth marching with. I'm telling y'all that now. There are women who I do not want to march with. There are women who I don't want to be in community with. I do not, because patriarchy has done a working on y'all. Y'all have internalized misogyny, and it shows in how you treat people. Y'all give men in the industry so much grace, so much room to move as freely as they want to move. But when it comes to women, that's when y'all get tight-lipped. That's when all of a sudden y'all just don't let them move. And so it's not lost on me that women have also been doing this as well to Meg Thee Stallion. So anyways, she gets the bad record deal. And then we keep going and she loses her mother. Like, it's just a thing after thing after thing keeps happening to Meg Thee Stallion. But we get to where we are today. Meg Thee Stallion should be celebrating the simple fact that she is at the top of the world. She has the #1 song in the country. She has a collab with Beyonce. She has a collab with Nicki Minaj, two people who are legends in their respective fields. Like, she should be at the top of the world. Meg Thee Stallion should be feeling so great. This is literally her moment. Even though this year has been terrible to a lot of people, this year Meg Thee Stallion, as far as her career, has been doing amazing. She now has 2 #1 singles. 2020 blessed Meg Thee Stallion with 2 #1 singles, and she should be oh so proud of that. But she has not been able to be proud of that moment. She has not been able to really embrace being like the it artist. Megan Thee Stallion is the it girl, and it is because everyone else. It's so funny. Meg Thee Stallion has not done a single thing to anyone. I'm going to say it again. Meg Thee Stallion has not done a single thing to anyone. No one can come out and say Meg Thee Stallion was rude, this, did that. None of it can be said. Meg Thee Stallion has been nothing but kind, nothing but friendly to everyone. She has made music with everyone. Like, she has been doing, like, she seems like a good person, and nothing but hate and vitriol has been thrown her way from the very beginning. Once that record label, I pointed out the record label contract because people get bad record labels all the time, but it's the hate and vitriol y'all threw her way, calling her broke, calling her every type of thing, because y'all had this need to humble black women. Kenya also has a video about that on her channel. This need y'all have to humble black women, to bring black women down a peg, because Meg Thee Stallion seems to have been given the entire world so quickly. Y'all feel the need to just be hateful, Should we also bring on the fact that when it came to her mother, you guys came up with weird Illuminati conspiracy theories about that? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how y'all have not let this woman have a peaceful night's sleep this entire year. Half of last year, the end half of last year, and all of this year, y'all have not let that woman have a peaceful night's sleep. So boom, we get to recent things. We find out that Meg Thee Stallion has been shot, right? And we knew that she posted on Instagram months ago that she had been shot. We didn't know details about it. See, Kenya don't put nothing past no man, and Tory Lanez was already on my list. He was already on my list because I don't put nothing past these men. I just simply do not. So I knew Tory Lanez was on the list, but that's not the point. The fact of the matter is, I will never forgive the music industry. I will never forgive people who are a part of the music industry, people who report on the music industry. I will never forgive news media and news outlets for not covering this story the way they should have. If it was a white woman who got shot, who said they got shot twice, there would have been full investigations done by media outlets trying to figure out what happened, trying to figure out how could this happen. This woman who is on a song with Beyonce that went #1, y'all couldn't find a care. Y'all could not find a care for her being assaulted. Y'all couldn't find a care. Media outlets were reporting that she possibly got arrested, and people, no one cared. No one cared. No one tried to get to the bottom of it. From the moment that she said something happened here, jokes. That was y'all's first inclination, to run to jokes. Please let that sink in. That the first thing y'all thought to do was make jokes. Y'all thought it was comedy hour. It was comedy hour. Everyone had their favorite joke to tell about Meg Thee Stallion getting hurt. Please explain that to me. Please explain how when you hear violence has been inflicted on a woman, your first thing to go to is jokes. But that's what y'all did. But that is what y'all did. So Meg Thee Stallion lays low. We get Meg Thee Stallion laying low. And the simple thing is, throughout this entire time that Meg Thee Stallion was laying low, people should have been pressing Tory Lanez. People should have been pressing Tory Lanez. But I got something for Tory Lanez in a couple minutes. But anyways, so then Meg Thee Stallion reappears, and we get Meg Thee Stallion talking about how she needs to have better friends. I've said that before, but that's not me blaming Meg. I don't blame Meg. People are terrible. Meg Thee Stallion is learning that people are terrible. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter how nice you are, how much you want to be friends with people. You are that girl, Meg Thee Stallion. You are going to remain that girl, and people want access to you. That is what they want, and they want to be able to leech off of you. Word to Kylie Jenner, word to Tory Lanez, and word to all these other people that you hang out with. They want to leech off of you because you are it. You are popping, and being in proximity to you gives them something they don't have. They don't have what you have, Meg Thee Stallion. They simply do not have what you have, so they're leeching off of you. So anyways, so she goes on her Instagram live and she's basically crying, and she's saying this thing happened to her, and it's rough. Like, she's lost a lot of people in her life, and that's why I've been saying the past year and a half, y'all treated this woman horribly. Of course she's gonna want to find friends where she can find friends, because you people on the internet ain't bringing her no goddamn peace. And so we get Meg Thee Stallion coming back. She's coming back. She's better than ever. Like, she's on Instagram. She's having fun. Meg Thee Stallion started posting herself partying with her friends, trying to move on with their life. Kenya put in a video not too long ago. I said, if there is one thing black women gonna do, it is move the hell on. We move on with or without you. The world treats us with so much cruelty, and we move regardless. We move because we have no other choice. Black women learn very young that we don't have no allies. We don't have no allies. You have to move on regardless because no one's going to sympathize with you. That is what we've learned from Meg Thee Stallion 100%. No one's going to sympathize with you. No one's going to feel bad that anything happened to you. No one's going to feel bad. They're going to ask you to move the hell on. So Meg Thee Stallion does what y'all make her do, which is move on because y'all didn't have no sympathy for her. That's so funny. Y'all want Meg Thee Stallion to sit at home and wallow in self-pity, but y'all not giving her no pity. Like, the only person who will be pitying her is herself because y'all aren't giving it to her. Why should she be at home crying when y'all not even at home crying? Y'all don't even feel bad for her. Tell me if that makes sense. Like, y'all don't even feel bad for her. So what did she look like sitting at home asking for sympathy points that y'all are not going to give her? So Meg Thee Stallion goes to doing what she does best, and that is having fun, living her best life. So Meg Thee Stallion is on a boat and she's twerking and she's doing what the girls do in the summer. And all of a sudden, the peanut gallery comes in. The peanut gallery comes in. The peanut gallery has so much to say. And they start saying Meg Thee Stallion was not shot. Kenya always says this because it applies. What does she gain? What does she gain? Whenever things don't make sense and you're like, whenever you have a conspiracy theory or you're like, what do you gain? Sometimes you just have to ask people, what do you gain? When people make fun of you, when people say things about you, when people come up with rumors, what do you gain? What would she gain by lying about being assaulted? What would she gain? Because there's so many people who come up with all types of excuses when black women, when black women come out about their trauma or come out about the things that they've gone through, the first thing people have to do is say you're lying because they can't even wrap their head around sympathizing with you. And therefore, the fact that they can't wrap their head around sympathizing with you, instead of just saying, I'm a bad person, I feel nothing for black women, they have to try to bring you down. They have to try to say you're lying because then it will make sense why they don't sympathize with you. So instead of just saying I'm a bad person, I can't sympathize with black women because I don't care about black women, they have to be like, I think she's lying. I think she's lying because I don't feel anything. How do I explain why I feel nothing for this black woman? She must be lying. So y'all move to the fact that Meg Thee Stallion was lying about being shot. Y'all gonna have to explain that one to me. Y'all are going to have to explain that one to me. What exactly would Meg Thee Stallion stand to gain by saying she got shot? I just want to know. She didn't even tell us at the time who did it. So what exactly would she stand to gain? When the police came and she got out the car with her bloody feet, what is it? Like, this is just all a hoax? Like, she put Kool-Aid on her feet? Like, I just need, explain it to me. But that's the thing. When it comes to bringing down a black woman, when it comes to having no sympathy for black women, when it comes to just being cruel to black women, it needs no explanation. It needs no explanation. It needs no common sense. It needs none of it. It needs none of it. You can just do it. You can just say whatever you want about a black woman and someone's going to believe it. And unfortunately, everyone begins to believe it because that's how much y'all don't like black women. That's how much y'all don't like black women. The smallest lie that has nothing to back it up, absolutely nothing to back it up, y'all get excited and y'all hold on to it. So people begin to believe she did not get shot because she is having fun. Y'all hate, what did I say? It always goes back to what Kenya already said. Y'all hate to see black women have fun. Y'all hate to see black women overcome. When black women go through something, it's supposed to put them low. Y'all do everything in y'all power to bring black women down. And when they overcome it, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you uncomfortable when they overcome it. So you have to come up with every excuse as to why she was able to overcome it. It must not have happened. You know how hateful you gotta be to say something like that? You know how hateful you gotta be to say some mess like that this just didn't happen? Y'all know how hateful y'all are? Y'all are hateful. That's what y'all are. So anyways, Meg Thee Stallion takes to Instagram to show you guys her bloody foot. Meg Thee Stallion, don't do that. Don't do it. And I can't speak for Meg Thee Stallion because Meg Thee Stallion is way more popular than I will ever be. I mean, she's Meg the freaking Stallion. And I can only imagine everyone telling you something didn't happen. Everyone like you want to defend yourself because no one's coming out to defend Meg Thee Stallion. Let's get off on this highway right here. I am ashamed of every single person in the music industry. I'm ashamed of all of you. The fact that y'all have sat back and let Meg Thee Stallion take the lashing she has taken from the public and not said a word, y'all are disgusting. But you want to do collabs with her. When the music come out, you bop and you doing, but y'all have not said a word to defend this woman against the things that have been done to her. I don't care if you've done it in private. I don't care. The fact that y'all have sat back and let her go through this, if this was anyone other than a black woman, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't I don't want y'all to leave with that fact erased. It wouldn't happen if it was anyone other than a black woman. It simply would not happen. You would see people flooding anyone who wasn't Meg Thee Stallion with so much support, But y'all don't do that to black women. Support, that doesn't even cross your mind to publicly stand up for a black woman because you believe they should be able to do it themselves. Y'all are disgusting. Disgusting. The fact that people weren't on Tory Lanez head for the past month, y'all are disgusting. That is what it's proving. Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible. Anyways, so Meg Thee Stallion shows y'all her bloody foot and y'all still don't stop. Y'all still don't stop. The conspiracy theories keep going. And as of last night, Meg Thee Stallion admits that I don't like the word admits because she doesn't have to. Tory Lanez is the one who needs to admit. Meg Thee Stallion tells us that Tory Lanez is the one who shot her. Now we all knew this, right? Number one, Tory Lanez was far too quiet. If people are accusing me of doing that to somebody, I'm gonna be loud. I will be loud and tell you it wasn't me. I don't know what you heard and who said it, but it wasn't Kenya, and he wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing it. He stopped his little Instagram show or whatever it was called. He stopped. Like, Tory Lanez had so much to say all quarantine. And now when he get accused of something heinous, it's tight-lipped. It's tight-lipped. Y'all, we know good and well Tory Lanez was the one who did it. The fact that Meg Thee Stallion has to come and tell the world her trauma is disgusting. She shouldn't have to do it. She shouldn't have to do it. She should not have to tell the entire world what she has gone through. Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion is allowed privacy. I am not about to sit up here and say what Meg Thee Stallion should have done. Should she have told the police? Should she have done this? Because it's not none of my business and I'm not in this situation. I've never been in that type of situation. So I can't say what Meg Thee Stallion should have done and I can't say what I would have done. Now the Kenya who is here thinking like, not this one. I would have sailed Tory Lanez down the river. I would have sailed Tory Lanez down the river. But it's never happened to me. And I can't speak for their situation. So who knows what Kenya really would have done? I hope we never find out. But the Kenya who's sitting here would have sailed Tory Lanez short behind right down the river. You have lost your mind. You have lost. But the simple fact as to what Meg's excuse was as to why she did it, and she doesn't need an excuse. That's another part that bothers me. She doesn't need an excuse. Meg Thee Stallion does not have to explain anything to you. Victims do not have to explain their actions after their assault. I'll say it again. Victims do not have to explain their actions after their assault. They didn't do anything. They did not do anything. There's no right or wrong way to be a victim. There's just not. There's just simply not. She doesn't have to explain. It doesn't matter what you would have done, what your auntie would have done, and what your mama would have done. It's about what Meg Thee Stallion did and the fact that she shouldn't have even had to do this. But she did this because y'all were being cruel to her. Y'all were being cruel to her. Tory Lanez, you have lost your mind. Tory Lanez, I will punt you back to Canada. I will punt you back to Canada. You have lost your mind. What is wrong with you? But you a young black man. You have a problem. Who does that? You are scum. You are scum. And the fact that the only reason why Meg Thee Stallion came out and said that is because you've been running around town lying. You have lost your mind. The fact that you would prey on someone like Meg Thee Stallion who just wants some friends is disgusting to me. I want you to choke twice, Tory Lanez. That's what I want you to do. You are a horrible human being. Like, that is terrible. There's no instance, there's no circumstance in this life that would make sense for you to do that to Meg. There's just not. I don't care if she popped you upside your head. It's just not. It's just not. And all the people who are out there, but let's hear Tory's side of the story. Woo, 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 woo. No, there is no other side. When someone just got shot twice in the foot, there is no other side of the story. There is no other side of the story. You've lost your mind, Tory Lanez. I swear I will punt you back to Canada myself. I will punt you back to Canada myself. You're crazy. You are absolutely crazy. But let's get on you people. So Kenya made a video about WAP and how everyone had so much to say about WAP. All the girl dads came out of the woodworks, even though they only see their kids 3 times a year. They came out of the woodworks. They had so much to say about Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. But when it's time to talk about violence against women, y'all are nowhere to be found. Y'all are nowhere to be found. Y'all had all of this mouth about a video, a 4-minute or so video. Y'all had all of this mouth. But Meg Thee Stallion been telling y'all for months that she was assaulted. And it's nothing. It's the blues. Y'all have been giving her the blues, okay? And she got hurt. Y'all are nowhere to be found. I should have woke up this morning to so many people in the industry coming to Meg's defense, but it's not going to happen. If it does happen, it's because you've been bullied into it happening. Y'all need to condemn Tory Lanez. Like, Tory Lanez should not be able to just be walking freely. No. Y'all have lost her. And it's the way I just know that several artists who are friends with Tory Lanez are in Tory Lanez text messages in his DMs telling him to keep his head up high. You're a young black man. Don't let the devil get to you. Don't let them do you like this. I just know that in his text messages with that mess. You need to rise above. Keep your head up. I got your back if you need anything. I just know y'all in his text messages. I just know y'all in his text messages with that mess because y'all, that's what y'all do. That's what y'all do. Protect women when y'all had all this mouth for a video. But when it comes time to protect black women, which is what you claim you had all that mouth for before, girl dad, you was trying to protect black women and you wanted black women to be seen with the utmost respect. But when someone blatantly disrespects a black woman, it's mom. It is mom. Y'all have nothing to say. Y'all are gross. Y'all are gross. Okay? Anyway, the thing is, this is not the last. You want to know what I just found out? Child, I ain't never heard a Tory Lanez song in my life. Why did I think Tory Lanez and Anderson .Paak was the same person? So I thought he was the one putting out those Malibu albums. Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I, because I was over here thinking Tory Lanez made good music, but no, I had him confused with Anderson .Paak. Look how dumb I am. Like, I've never heard a Tory Lanez song in my life. Like, I just never have. So I don't even know what he does. Like, I thought, does he sing R&B? Does he rap? It don't matter now. It really don't matter now. But I had him confused. I thought he was the one putting out the Malibu albums. Like, I thought he made good music, but child, and that's not to say he don't make good music. I never heard it. I never heard a Tory Lanez song, and that was my surprise. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know none of this stuff. Like, what's going on here? Anyways, I want to end this video saying Meg Thee Stallion has 2 #1 records. She has a collab with Beyonce, Cardi, Nicki Minaj, people who are respected. She has all of these things. And this is what can happen to her. So imagine what happens to the black girl like me, or the black girl like you, or the black girl who lives down the hall from you. Imagine what happens to them. Imagine what happens to people who don't have money, who don't have platforms, who don't have any of the things Meg Thee Stallion has. Imagine what happened to those black girls. If something so heinous can happen to Meg Thee Stallion, if Meg Thee Stallion could be treated the way you guys have treated her, imagine what the average black girl gets treated like. Meg Thee Stallion is absolutely beautiful. Imagine what happens to the black girls who aren't considered beautiful. Imagine what happens to the black girls who don't have anything to exchange with y'all, who don't give y'all music, who don't give y'all things. Like, a lot of people care about Meg Thee Stallion, 100%. But imagine the black girls who don't have people caring about them. That's what I really want y'all to think about. I want you to pray for Megan, obviously. But think about the black girls who don't have anything that Meg Thee Stallion has and what they have to go through. When you have to make the decision, do I call the police and risk my life? Or do I stay in a situation and also risk my life? Think about the black woman who have no allies. You have nothing. You have absolutely nothing. Think about them. Like, it's a tough reality. It's a tough reality. It's a reality that a lot of people have to live with. Anyways, I love you guys so much. If you want to see more of me, hit me up on Patreon, which is As Told by Kenya. Hit me up on Instagram, which is as told by Kenya _. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.